Hello, my name is Lisa Edwards, and welcome to part 64 of the American Show. Let us begin. So, Susan was talking to her father, Alfred Queen, and he was explaining that, hey, listen, um, are you sure about this? And then she says, yes, I'm very sure. I do. I'm beyond sure. She said. And then Alfred said, I don't know about this. I don't know if I am though. And then she says, yes, okay, all right, no problem. Okay, listen, Dad. Okay, I really want to do this show. I repeat, I do not want this show to be on hiatus. And he says, I understand that, but you also need to understand that, well, I don't want your health to be at risk. And then he says, and, and, and then he says, I don't want to be responsible for that. And then she says, yes, I totally get that. I totally get that you want to be a goat founder, which you are. Don't worry about that. You are. But I really want to help a friend, and I also really want to, like, I really want to make sure that the American show is on television. Because I really think that it's a very important piece of television, in my opinion. I just don't think that it should be on hiatus. That's just my opinion. And I really think I can help with that. And then he says, yes, I really think you can too. But I just don't want to see you spreading yourself too thin, like for a friend and for an audience. And then she says, yes, Mom, yes, I do understand that. But I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't think it was the right thing to do. And he says, yes, okay, good point. So, um, so you really want to do the show, huh? He says. And then she says, yeah, I really want to do it. I really want to do it. I don't mind if I have to do two shows at once. I don't care about that. I really want to do this. I really think this is very important. And so he says, okay. And then she says, plus, I don't want the American show to be on hiatus. Second of all, I'm doing it for a friend. And third of all, I'm doing it for Patrick. I don't want him to be out of a job before I don't want him to be out of a job. And then he says, well, actually he's not, because once if she gets injured permanently, of course, then if she gets paralyzed or dies, then he will ultimately take over as the new host of the American show permanently. And then she said to herself, "You goddamn lucky." Mm. And then she said to herself, she whispered to herself, "Goddamn lucky bastard." And then she said, "Okay, cool. I can do it. Yeah, no problem." And then she goes back to her room. She talks to herself some more, and she says, it's a national holiday. I think I should spend time with my friend, just hang out with her for a while." And then she said, okay, cool. So she got out of her bed after she was on it for a little while, for a second. She grabbed her car keys. She opened her door, well, the house door. She opened it up, closed it as she was leaving, and she got into her car. She put the keys into the car, and she drove off. she was driving to the hospital where Randy Gold was and is rather. So she gets there, and as she was like getting out of the car, she sees this like big private. She sees this like plane. She sees this like private jet, right? Like a huge private jet. And then she sees someone, and then she sees someone getting out of it, and she sees, and all of a sudden she sees Jackie Gold getting out of the private jet, and she says, "Oh, hi, you must be Susan." Jackie says, as she was walking out of the as she was walking out of the private jet, and then Susan puts her hand out, for Jackie to shake it, for Jackie to shake it, of course. And then she says to her, "What are you doing? No, no, we don't do that here." And then at least I don't actually. When we're that close, when you're a friend of my sister, I don't shake your hand, I hug you, you know. And then she says, hug me. Oh, okay, well, bring it in. And then Susan hugs, and then Susan hugs Jackie. So they get to catching up. She asks, "Hey, how's she doing?" I don't necessarily know. I mean, her back is killing her, I guess. I mean, ever since we got to the hospital the first time I got there, she said to me that her back was killing her, and I think it still might be the same, and I think her leg might be broken. Hopefully not, but you never know. And so they walk into the hospital, and they go into her room, and then the doctor is walking out. He welcomes them into the hospital room, and Susan says, "How you doing, girl?" And then and then uh, and then Randy says, "Yeah, I'm doing fine. How's your leg?" Susan said, and then Randy said, "Well, it's doing okay. I mean, it's not that bad now. It used to be much worse on my back, which is still a lot of pain. But overall, my leg seems to be working fine. Thank you." Um, and then she didn't even know that her sister was there, and so she was like, and so she was still talking to her, and so she was still talking to Susan, and then Susan said, "Okay, listen, I have some, I have some news. I'm going to be taking over for you and Patrick. Just temporarily till you get back. It's not gonna be a big deal. Um, I'm just here to ask you for your permission. If you don't want me to do it, I'm totally fine with it. I just might be a little bit disappointed, but it's not gonna be a big deal. It's not gonna be that big of a deal if I don't do it. I still have my own show, so if you want me to do the show, I'll be perfectly okay with that. But if you don't want me to do it, I'll be okay with that. Just a little bit disappointed. And then she says, and then Wendy says, rather, "Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do want you to do the show, but uh, yeah, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Aren't you? I don't know. I don't want you to like, like to no. I don't want you to do two things at once. I mean, you might be spreading yourself a little bit too thin." And then Susan says, "That's what he said." And then and then Jackie says, "Who?" "Oh, Alpha Queen." And then and then and then but actually and then who and then Randy said, "Who is that?" Oh, that's your sister. And she said, "Are you kidding me? Who? Wait, wait, what? Wait, what? You gotta be joking, right? She's not supposed to be here. You gotta be joking. God damn it. Oh my god. Why would you do that? Why would you call her? She's supposed to be working on a kill. Okay. Why would you do that? Why would you call her when she's supposed to be working on a cure for my and for our mothers, for our mom? Um, I just can't believe this. Okay, no problem. Why? Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna calm down because I'm freaking out right now. I'm not happy. And then Jackie says, "Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. The cure is already I have already cultivated a cure, so it will, yes, eventually, but yes, the cure does work, and it will. I will give it to mom when I get back. Don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be fine." And then that anger turned to happiness when she said, "Well, that's great! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, that's amazing! Dude, that's great!" So speaking of Patrick, how's he doing? Well, he's on vacation, actually. We're on vacation. He's doing well, actually. I did you did you tell him about the accident? And then and then she thought about it a little bit, and then she said no. And then Randy said, "Jackie, what? Jackie, what? Jackie, why? Well, I don't want him to be, worried about you. He has, he has lives to live too, just the same as us." And then and then Susan said to herself, "Yeah, but if it was up to me, he wouldn't." She whispered to herself, and then he says, "Well, no." And then the doctor came into to the door, right? And then he says, "So how's you doing? So how's everybody doing?" And then they both said in unison, "We're doing fine. It's not a big deal." So how's her back? Well, it's not doing any better, but her legs seems to be fine. And then Jackie said, "Okay, listen, I didn't tell him because I didn't want to worry him, but I'm going to tell him tonight when I get back to Silver Cat. Don't worry, everything's gonna be fine. There's nothing going to go wrong here, okay? And he will find out. I will tell him, and he will be worried, but it's not gonna be that bad." And then and then and then Randy says, "That's great. Oh, thank God. Okay. You need to go. I think you both need to leave here because I don't need to be worried about at this moment in time. I'm okay. My back is killing me, but I will get over that eventually. I just need you guys to leave because you got long lives to live. And if I remember correctly, Isn't it a national holiday? Yeah, Red Apple Day, right? Yes, Red Apple Day. Red Apple Month. Yes, Red Apple Day. So you need to leave, man. You need to get out of here. Well, you want to me? You need to be relaxing. It's an apple or something like that. Eating a red apple. It's a law. It's a law, man. You need to eat an apple, or else you go to jail. So go, get the fuck out of here, man. Get the hell out of here, please. Get the hell out of here. I'm begging you, man. Get the hell out of here. Get yourself an apple and eat it for crying out, man. Get yourself an apple and eat it for crying out, man. And relax for crying out. And so, and so, and so Susan said, okay, okay. Oh, oh, wow, okay. I do not know you take these holidays seriously. Leave! Why are you still here? Leave for crying out. Get the hell out of here. For crying out, get the hell out of here. Okay, goddamn, bro. Goddamn. Okay, no problem. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Go, she said again. Okay. Goddamn, man. So they leave, and as they're walking out, um, Susan said to Jackie, "Well, someone's a bit sassy," and then and then she said, and then Jackie said, "Yeah." Well, she takes Red Apple Day very extremely seriously. She doesn't tolerate anybody not relaxing and eating an apple on this day. So I think you better listen to her. Oh, okay, no problem. Okay, no problem then. I'll make sure to do. I'll make sure to do that. Um, 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 Susan said to her, "Wow, everybody seems to be taking this holiday seriously." Huh, she said to herself. And so they were leaving out the hospital upon well, upon um so they were leaving the hospital upon um Wendy's request, of course, and so they left the hospital, right? They were getting in. Well, Susan was getting into her car, and Jackie was getting back in her private jet. She was walking back. She was walking back to the private jet. She gets to the bottom step, and she waved. She waved like this, and then Susan waves back, and then she waves back to Jackie, and Susan put the car, put the keys in the back into the ammunition, puts back her seatbelt on, and she goes back and then she drives back home. As she was driving home, she she's she upon her request again, she decides to get an apple, and so she goes into the fruit store, and she sees these apples are like free for, uh, for the whole day, And so she got one, and then she gets back into her car, and then she leaves. After that, she just like then she leaves the apple she leaves the fruit store, and she goes back to her house. She goes back home, and she's eating the apple as she's walking into the door. She almost drops the apple a little bit, but she recovers it. She grabs it back. She opens the door. Alpha Queen, who is her father, is also eating an apple along with her mom and the butler, who's also eating an apple. Just chilling. All of them just hanging out, chilling. And they're both eating an apple. And she sees him cooking. She sees her father cooking, and so she sits down on the kitchen on the table. She is waiting for her food, and she says, "Well, I just found out that your employee takes eating apples and relaxing very, 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 very extremely seriously." And then Alpha Queen says, as she should. You know it's against the law to not relax and eat apples, right? On this day. You know that, right? I mean, come on now. You gotta understand. Like, you gotta understand the logic that she's dealing with here, man. How was your day? Well, I told her I told her what was going to happen, and I hope that she said what you said. Actually, she said I was showing myself to dinner. I don't think so, but okay. I mean, that's your opinion. As she's eating her apple. So fast forward to dinner. They both have a good time. Just hanging out, going down. Eating their food and apples. And after the dinner, she's stuffed, by the way, and she just goes back to her room and sleeps to be continued. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave a like, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below, um, share the video, comment on the video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.